And this would be a 3 o'clock position, which would not be used too often, but a 2 o'clock is a good position for getting your whole message if you have a banner that has a message on your flag. The flags are generally solid colors. Banners actually have a message. And when you're flying a banner, you want to make sure that your flag does not get wrapped around your pole to the point where you lose your message. So normally when you're flying your flag, you would want to keep a figure 8 movement, and which way your finger is pointing, that's the direction your flag is going to go. So if you lead with your finger, then your flag is not going to get wrapped up unless you purposely fly it around in circles. Okay? And when you do fly it around in circles purposefully, you can always back it up and do it the other way to untangle it, okay? Now, to begin with, just to get you started a little bit, let's just go to hold it at a 1 o'clock position. Oh, now I'm jumping ahead. There's different ways of posting your flag on top of that. If a word is being given and you want to make sure your flag is very still, it is good to actually rest it on the floor. That way your flag can be real still. If you're holding it up here and you're getting into what's being said and you're kind of moving like, oh yes, yes Lord, your flag's actually moving. And that you don't want that to happen when a word's coming forth, okay? So it's good to bring them down and just set them on the floor so it stays real still. You can post your flag out in front, or you can post your flag out to the side. Let me have just the two of you, the silver and the gold, post your flags towards each other. Just kind of spread out and post your flags towards each other. Okay? Now that kind of forms like a door. And if you swing it open, it's like opening up the gates for God's presence to come in. Now these are very simple movements, but they can speak a powerful message. Okay? So I want you to get the idea that you don't always have to be flying your flag real hard or show a lot of expression all the time. But sometimes you can slow it up and just really speak. The Lord has given me was for the Holy Spirit to breathe life into us. And that's actually was birthed out of just praying in the back of the sanctuary. And it could be done during worship, or it could be done when somebody is actually praying up front. But it's just taking your flag and just gently pushing your flag back and forth, like you're just asking for the Holy Spirit to reign in this place, to move forward, to cover the people, to speak to their hearts, to speak to their spirit. Okay? So it's a prayerful, and there's a lot of praying that goes on with this ministry. Covering is also another one. I've done this quite often in the sanctuary, where I would be in the middle, and I would just actually take my flag and walk it around, praying over the congregation, okay? Just praying.
Yes, if they're seated.
Well, I've done it when they're not, and I would actually hold. That's a very good point. Thank you for bringing that out. But you would actually hold the flag up, and then you can just fly it, okay? And then you can fly it like this as well. Usually when you fly it like this, it goes faster, and usually I'm praying for the people, so I usually like to walk it. And that way I'm actually looking at the congregation, letting them know that I'm praying for them. Even though I'm not speaking out anything, they know I'm praying for them.